Morquio syndrome. It affects thousands per year, yet many don't understand it. It happens when the body doesn't produce certain enzymes that help break down sugar molecules. It is estimated to occur one of every 200,000 births. It makes young kids have abnormal development of bones in their spines and affects the growth of their stature. The issue with having this can be physical and also emotional, because people tend to assume that their brain and thoughts are affected and treat them differently. The victims sometimes struggle with daily physical themes, but also struggle emotionally because of how people treat them. This is our friend Doyle. He was born in 1998, and despite the setbacks, Doyle can and has accomplished more than meets the eye.
When I first found out, I was like any expected mom. I was worried. We didn't know what to expect. We were really just hoping to have a healthy baby. The doctors didn't know. We knew something was gonna happen, but we didn't know what. So we would really just have to wait until he was born to see what effects the illness would have on him. Because of the blood work, we know that something was abnormal. But he was ranked to be in I think the 95th percentile, which means he's basically still in the normal range. He's just on the outskirts of normal. And so we knew that he would have a better chance of making it than not making it at that point. So we just needed to wait until he was born to figure out what it was going to be. And so he was born on May the 30th, 1998. And that was the day that my brother graduated from high school. So nobody was there but me and Doyle at the hospital, me and my little baby. And that's when they realized, they ran a few tests and found out that he would be fine. They couldn't actually pinpoint at the time what was wrong with him, but they ran all the tests and he did everything he was supposed to do. And at the end of the week, he came home like a normal baby. So I was a happy mom with, you know, things going on in the back of my mind, like what is gonna happen, how is he gonna develop? But all in all, he was healthy, he got to come home, and we didn't know anything different for the first 2 years of his life. And so I was a happy mom, I had a new baby.
When I first realized, I was kind of young, so at first I didn't really understand. But as time went on and my mom explained it to me, I started to get used to it and understand more. So I understand.
When Doyle was 3 years old, he went to school. He learned so fast. His teachers immediately understood that he was not going to be in the resource classroom, and so they fought to make sure that he ended up in the general ed classroom so that he could academically achieve just as well as his peers. It was very comfortable for me to talk to his teachers about his condition, and the school district was really there for me. They made sure that he got some occupational therapy when available, physical therapy when available. They always gave him his accommodations and modifications. He's always been in a general ed setting. He's never had to be in a resource setting, and he's always had the opportunity to participate in all extracurricular activities.
Just to see Doyle out there on game nights, it's just a special feeling, and the crowd has fallen in love with him. I know it was I forget which game it was, but it was a close game, and we needed him, and he goes over and gets the crowd towel in hand and just gets them going. So that's just a pretty cool feeling, and you won't find a guy with the biggest heart as him, and being in the playoffs now, I think it really helps having him on our team and you know, not the other team.
Daily activities, I say about the same as every normal teenager, except sometimes I need help opening a lid or a water bottle or something like that. But I leave about 5 minutes after every class so I can get to my next class early and more safer.
There's only been a few occasions when, you know, he get mad at his situation and be like, why me? But at the end of the day, I just have to remind him, just only so often, that, you know, he was put here for his own particular reason. And he always kind of falls back on that, and he just moves forward. So I'm so proud of him for being able to cope.
I asked him one day, I didn't know if it was the right time to ask, but what was wrong? What makes Doyle Doyle? And he told me this Morquio syndrome, and I really don't understand it, to be honest with you. But whatever it is, it doesn't keep him down. It keeps him moving every day, and he's just a regular person, just like all of you or I. And it's good to have, and hopefully that doesn't limit him in any of his abilities, and people don't look down on that. And he just keeps pushing through every day, and it's just great to have him around. And like I said, everybody loves him, and it shows every single day in our lives.
In his future, because he is such a social butterfly and he loves sports so much, I always thought that maybe he would be like a sports broadcaster or something of that nature, a journalist or something of that nature. But I think he has more aspirations for doing theater and art, which is awesome because he's a character himself. He's an awesome character. So I guess if I had to wish for his success, it would be that he becomes a famous actor known worldwide for his wonderful craft of art and acting.
I want to be an actor because, I can be somebody who I'm not. And it makes me feel like I don't have Morquio syndrome. And it's fun. I love it. I'm in a theater program. I'm in film class. And I'm also in a theater production class, which is an acting class. And I'm trying very hard, and my teacher says that I'm improving each scene, so I'm building more confidence as I'm going through each class.
Doyle is an example to all of us about hard work and facing the odds. He also teaches us that sometimes we can't determine someone's abilities based on their outward appearance.